we've got to back that up as well.
We're on, boys.
I reckon,
we're recording.
Yeah.
So that's the end of France and Australia. And what say you?
Well, first of all, we played a good defensive game, and they didn't get us on the. They didn't get us on the. They didn't rebound well. You know, they didn't catch us off. You know, trying to over attack. We played well.
Yeah.
We played a good game. We didn't try to overdo it. We only played one man up front, and we didn't get that.
I think our defense saved us from potentially going down by more. It was well structured, composed defense, a really good backline, and they kept collapsing on the ball or the players, and there was a lot of teamwork.
Yeah,
which I thought worked really well. We just didn't have the same poise and structure or framework when we went on offense like France did. So that's the difference. So I don't know about our ability to score goals down the other end, but geez, we played well against some surging French offense.
Yeah,
I can't remember one time that they counter-attacked against us and put us in trouble. We were always back.
Yeah.
We always had a good defensive unit, and we were always set up for them. And the goals that they did get, one of them was a soft penalty, which I reckon if you analyse that, I reckon if you analyse that penalty, you'll find that he actually took a dive.
That was weak as piss.
Yeah.
That's a good. I forgot about that. Mate, did you look at their body language?
The Aussies are happy. Have a look at this. Millet Jedinak is talking right now.
Yeah, he's in them.
That is great. Yep. We did well. Look, Timmy.
He's in them.
Mate, these guys know that they're going deeper than what we think.
Yeah, and look at the Frenchies. They are not up and about. They know that they got away with that with a fucking. That were lucky there, and you can see, like, you know what I mean. They're not like we're good and we're gonna make a threat here. We're gonna give this a fucking good shake. This cup. They're like.
Was it two World Cups ago? Right, we played Germany and they beat us 5-0 in the first game. It was really embarrassing, right?
Yep.
We were at risk of doing this to France. France are one of the favourites. They're right up there. We've kept them to 2-1 and a closer 2-1 than what the scoreline suggests.
Yep.
We've announced ourselves.
We are. We've arrived. I reckon that the soccer world has gone. How do you pronounce that? Who's that? Jellic? Who are these dudes?
Jedinak.
Yeah.
Hey, have you looked at the coffee table books there?
Balls. By the balls.
Les Murray. They've gone real tribute to Les Murray.
That's great. I didn't actually notice that. I was looking more at the ensemble.
Fossey's got a great hairstyle and beard combination.
Why the balls? Is that all Les?
Yeah, Les's contribution to the game.
Is that
it's his first World Cup since he came from Hungary or whenever it was, post like the 50s. This is the first World Cup coverage the SBS has done without him since he passed away. So, I mean, Australia had no soccer. Les Murray was the face of soccer.
He's the he's the Richie Benner.
Yeah, yep. He was out of.
Why the Balls must be his first book, yeah? Because that's a pretty funny title and it doesn't look as well graphic designed as the others two.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Chronological order there.
Of all the books I've read, I've never read a book about soccer.
I'm not surprised. Well, a little bit because you're very widely read, but yeah, I think we've captured a few moments today where weak so-and-so's has popped out of a few. Actually, I don't think it has. I think our viewership has been spared.
Yeah. If I were to watch a soccer movie or book, it would be V for Victory, the old Sylvester Stallone. Do you remember that?
Sylvester Stallone in a...
Yeah, Michael Caine. What?
Michael Caine. There was players from all over the world. Pelé made an appearance.
How good was that movie? Tony Jukes. Look it up on Google.
Yeah,
great
one of my
movie.
Favourites. One of
V
my
for Victory.
favourites.
Yep.
And
Righto.
it was Michael Caine, and it was back in the days when he was blowing the bloody doors off. It was back in his old days. It was younger Michael Caine, but not young. And he played.
It was 1980s Michael Caine, maybe late 70s. Sylvester Stallone still, it might have been pre-Rocky or just after Rocky. The goalkeeper.
And
Pelé was in the movie.
Yeah, they were planning an escape. And
No, V for Victory soccer movie. Type in V for Victory soccer.
Soccer, and it's Escape to Victory. The movie's called.
Escape to Victory. Escape to Victory. That's the one, because they used that to escape from the Nazis in the war camp. Escape to Victory. Walshy, bang on the money.
Escape to
Victory.
I think that Bobby Robson. I think there was a few.
There it is. There, you just went past it, Jukesy.
There's V.
Go up again.
Remember V?
Go. Yes.
Remember those things?
There it is. Victory. That right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Escape to Victory. Great movie.
Victory.
Michael Caine.
That was the first time I really got into soccer.
Yeah, that was a bloody good win. It was a good win against the Germans because there was 3 Poles that they got out of the concentration camp. I don't know if you remember that. And they were really skinny and they hadn't eaten or anything and they were shaved heads. And
Pelé does the reverse bicycle scissor kick to put us in front.
It was inspiring. It was inspiring. But I got to tell you, if you play a team and a team has to resort to diving and doing all those things, that means mate. I tell you what. Look, they're a good team, and it's a long month. This is the thing. The whole month of the World Cup is a long time. And by the time you get to the semi-finals, everyone's burnt out. The emotions taking all your energy, you know?
That's interesting.
Are you watching the Aussie coach? I'm trying to understand his Dutch, but he's Dutch English, but he's upset. Yeah, bang. Look, that's what we need. He's just said, yeah, fuck resting on your laurels. I'm disappointed about the result. He expects us to do better. That's what we need. We need to lift the bar, guys. We can't just accept.
We just did.
But we can't accept it. We've got to say, you know what, we lost. Let's not think 2-1. He's saying, I'm disappointed. Use it, bottle it.
Yeah. Well, he knows what he's got now. And we are a dark horse. We are a dead set chance, and that was a soft goal. That was a soft, shit goal. And like you said, Walshy, they were playing, staging all over the place. They should get orange cards. Does everyone understand what an orange card? Don't mistake it for the 3/4 orange shorts with the zip pockets, the cargo pants 3/4, and also they can extend to become long pants in those Ballarat.
I did have the extenders that you could unzip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Orange.
No, I did get into them, Walshy, but that was 15 years ago. Anyway.
I've thrown mine out, by the way.
Do you know, Walshy?
Have you
Do you know who you look like today? Yeah. You look like Ivan. No, not Ivan. Vladimir Putin. No, Putin. You know where he gets on the horse and he rides with the big chest? That's how Walshy on the monkey bars was Putin-esque with the
Putin-esque with the
Walshy's best Putin.
I've been working it, mate. I've been Putin it.
You're looking. There's a bit of size there, Walshy. I was impressed.
Yeah, it's
looking good.
Out, mate. Yeah. So the thing is, mate, just back to the Aussies, right? This is the thing: is you can play a good defensive game against a good team and play strong, but now we've got to go against the team that's a little bit under, and we've got to raise our game to score goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to score.
Yeah.
We need.
Who are we playing next? Are we playing the
Danes?
The Danes.
We're playing the Danes and the Peruvians, and I think we can look. It's just their game's on at 10 o'clock my time, by the way? It starts in an hour, so their game starts in an hour's time.
Whose?
The Peruvians versus.
Oh, okay. So
the Peruvians. So
we'll know a bit more about them once that happens.
Yeah. So they're playing in an hour's time. Which it's a funny game. As I said, it's a long month, a really long month. It's emotional. Do you know what I mean? And it's emotional, and you find that teams like Germany and Spain, they're less emotional. They're less emotional. They're playing just within themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they play within themselves, and they just play by, they play their game plan, play within themselves, and they're just consistent right through the whole month.
That's a really good call. The French and Italians are similar. They're quite emotional. And you remember Zidane, where he fell backwards, and there was all
he headbutted the guy. Headbutted the guy.
The French and Italians do play that way. So, I mean, that's interesting. And we had that. Anyway. This is great. We're gonna. Here we go. The replay. Here.
Look at that. So the front kick's missed him. Yeah. The back foot. Is that what they're saying? He's hit his ankle at the back.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
That's really soft. Like that's the softest of soft.
The thing is, what I didn't like about the softest of soft thing there was that the actual field referee ran to a camera and watched the replay and made the call.
Yeah.
Now, that's not good. He's got all his energy running. He's got a whole stadium looking at him, looking at the TV. It didn't look like he was the right person to be able to give that decision. I think that there should be an overall referee.
A third umpire.
If it's going to a camera.
But then it's more expensive to bribe. It costs him more to rig the games that way. I guess they don't like the third umpire because you have
bribery.
And the third umpire. And the sideline judges. It gets more expensive.
We've come back. We're 21. We lost 21-26 to Ireland.
All right.
Because that was quite a heavy penalty for such a dubious. Oh, look, it was dubious. It was really dubious.
I hope that some well-respected soccer journalists really go to town on this game, and especially that side. It would be good to get rid of that out of the game. It's been a dirty.
Mate, this conversation's been had. This conversation's been had ever since the 1966 England World Cup when they beat Germany. Look, they brought in. It was good luck to them. They won. Score goes their way. That's it. And the Dutch coach just nailed it right on the head. He said we can't celebrate a good defeat. We've got to win.
Yeah.
Honourable losses don't get you. They don't. I mean, they're okay to sustain you for a little bit. You got to go. Let's lift it right now. Let's take the Danes. Let's take the Peruvians.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next round and see what we can do.
That's it. That's the beauty of this World Cup. We've got 2 more games, and then we restart again. So it's massive. I think. Yeah. You know what I mean?
My mum just sent me a message to say consolidations. And I kind of realised now. I used to think that she used to support the Aussies.
But she's all about England.
Yeah,
If my nose was like this, Walshy, would you laugh at me, or would you say, "Poor Roscoe, just had his nose knocked around a bit"?
No,
you look like you're from Sesame Street.
I'd be okay. But I've seen many of those.
Not a Muppet,
Sesame.
But on Sesame Street. Do you know? Is that? Do you get
easy, yeah. I don't know if there's an
Welshie, mate, you changed, mate. You used to be mates, mate. When you go on playing Welshie, mate.
And it's like this. If you had one of those, these AKB girls who are on the TV right now, They're not into that, unfortunately.
No, I
so,
flipped over to the cricket then. Hold on, I'll go back.
Oh, mate. It's
You know what? I
disappointed.
missed Japanese TV.
No, you wouldn't if you were here.
I don't.
No, the excitement they got over a ramen ad or a tea bag ad.
Teabag.
Pretty good.
Mate, it's it's going to be interesting. Next game, by the way, next game's on the 21st. What's the date today?
15th?
So it's in 6 days' time.
I'll be in
I don't know.
Hong Kong
15th, I
time.
think it is.
I'll be in Hong Kong
Well,
today.
16th today. 16th.
So 21st. 21st evening.
21st.
That must be Thursday or Friday next week.
It's a Thursday.
Thursday next week.
Thursday next week.
I'll be in.
You'll be HK?
It's about 12 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night. It's on late.
Aussie time? Or Japanese time?
Japanese time, I think it's 11 o'clock. So it'll be probably 12 your time.
12. I think I'm 2 hours behind. That's good. That's a nice 10 o'clock at night. Oh, that's a.
I'll be able to watch it. I'll do it.
Oh, it's going to be red hot. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
I'll
playing
have
the
to
Danes. Now, this is the other thing. Do you know what we want?
You might drink better beer than that shit John Boston piss as well.
Yeah. Do you know what we want?
Oh,
What would be good is if these two draw against each other. If they draw against
Peru
each other, Peru and Danes. If they draw, that's good for us. So they'll get 1 point each.
So 1 point each, yeah.
Yeah, and then when they play France, they lose. Both of them lose heavily. And then when they play us, if they lose heavily against France, and then when they play us, we get at least one win.
We should be sweet. We should be sweet with a draw and a win, because we only lost by one.
Yeah.
Probably Peru will lose by more than one.
Yeah. So
and then the Danes, who knows? But I think,
it's hard to say what they're going to come back
really
with. So.
Drew that game far out. This is huge. This is more than a deck. This is when was it when we got through on that punch the flag and they?
That was 2006.
2006.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Then we played, I think, Croatia, and we did well. Oh, mate, that was that was our best World Cup.
And we actually did quite well the next one in Africa. We after getting beaten,
after Germany smashed us, we actually played all right.
We did well. We played. Was it Kenya? Who was it? Was it Ghana? I think we played Ghana.
No, I can't remember.
And we were 2 goals up, and we needed to win by 4 goals. So we went all attack, and it ended up being 2-2. And then so it ended up being 2-2, and we played someone else, and I think we beat some big name team. We actually beat in 2010. We actually beat Croatia or something. We beat a good team.
Was that Timmy Cahill's volley goal, like the super goal?
No, that was Brazil. That was Brazil.
That was against the Dutch. Yeah, that was against the Dutch.
What year?
That was an equaliser.
Well, 4 years ago. So whatever we are, what are we now? 2014, yeah.
2014. And
that was awesome.
That was.
He definitely met up for it.
That was a favela motherfucker.
He also did against not Costa Rica. Who was that we played against? Anyway, he also did a good header and scored a good header goal as well. Look, disappointing not to get the result, but it's not devastating, not devastating because it can get ugly, Even 2 goals, right? Like 1 goal, to lose by 1 goal is that means we're down by 1.
When was that, Benny? It's in Zimbabwe.
Like looking at it this way, do you know if in the case that the game tonight's a draw, all the all the games are a draw, and then they lose. The other two lose heavily to France. Then, God, it's a really complex scenario. This game of soccer, isn't it?
What's that? Say that again.
It's a really complex game because if the game tonight is a draw,
Yeah.
like the Danes and the Peruvians is a draw, and then all the games outside of the French games, all the games are a draw, right? And the other two they lose by two goals. You know, like they lose by 2 goals. The other two lose by 2 goals to France.
Yeah.
Then we get through.
Yeah. I reckon, like you said, we're gonna beat Peru because they only scraped by New Zealand, and we regularly like touch New Zealand up. It's not, you know what I mean? It's the opposite of rugby.
And the Danes. It depends on, like, the Danes could come out and score 5 goals against Peru and then put up a good performance against against the French, right? Do you know what I mean? Like they could.
I'm getting. What's going on? What am I missing?
Is he laughing at me?
I think so.
I'm laughing at Tony Jukes.
Oh, there we go. What for? What
No. Keep talking. It was the way that you were listening to Walshy and the conviction and that. It was great. I loved it. Keep going.
Active listening. Yeah. I'm trying to work on my EQ.
Yeah. EQ. Active listening. See, this is the thing, right? We're in a box seat to qualify second. Yeah, we're in a box seat to qualify second. By losing by just 1 goal, it's not the end of the world. Oh, yeah.
And someone told me this is not as bad as it looks.
It does look pretty ordinary. At $36 a box or whatever it is at DMs.
Old Uncle Dan's dropped in there tonight. Sorry, you were saying, Walshy, you're on a. It was
just if we're in the box seat to finish second.
Fucking nice. This is exactly what we wanted. Apart from 20 minutes ago when it was like we could get something out of it. Like exactly what the coach said. We could have won that game, guys. We could have beaten fucking France. Right. Like this is like 2006 where we could have beat Italy if it went to overtime because they were all tired and it was man. No, they were a man down or we were a man down.
They were
a man down. Yeah. So
Italy were a man down. Yeah, but still,
we probably would have gone over the top of them. If it went
we did. We should have scored about 4 times against them. It was a frustrating game. Yeah. We just missed opportunities. Yeah.
Like this has been the best game for us since then. Like this is like I fucking oath we're gonna make the fucking finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is we could win a final.
Yeah.
And then fucking like someone like Brazil will come over the top, but just to be great to win a final. You know?
Yeah, and I'm glad we got our young gun got a run out there. He got a touch of the ball. He didn't get a good shot on.
A little bit late though.
Too late.
Yeah.
83.
But we had a chance. I would have got Timmy Cahill in there. Why didn't they get Timmy Cahill in there? That was a Timmy Cahill moment.
We might actually need him. Absolutely.
About half an hour ago.
No, he might be saving him for the other 2 games when we need.
What is he lame? Like what? Why? I don't get it.
It's just the age factor, I think. Yeah, I think it's just the age factor. Mate, he's not even playing for his club though. Like club football, he's not playing. He's kind of like just roll him out for World Cups, but he's not getting game time.
They got him on cotton wool, and
but he cannot get a game for. He couldn't get a game for Melbourne City, and now wherever he is playing, he's still not getting in. He's not in the starting lineup. He's playing off the bench.
So it's like weekend at Bernie's, weekend at Timmy.
But he, for whatever reason, he's a talisman-like player for Australia who scores.
That's a beauty. That's why we got him in the squad. one, to have him around all the others. Do you know what I mean? Like he breeds it. It's like Beckham when, you know, you got to have
or
him
Bobby
around.
Finko.
Who?
Balding Bobby Ballsacks.
The guy used to drive us to basketball when we were kids.
basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Bobby
Bobby
the boy.
Finko. He'd be pretty old now, Bob, if he's still alive. Yeah.
He would be too. Yeah. I'd love to say good day to him.
He'd pick you up and drive you.
He's the for basketball.
We'd all meet at his house in Canning Street. That was where I met Walshy, at Canning Street. And I was kind of like, I know Bex, I don't know this other bloke. And you were quite polite to me because